Hi friends, it's Deanna Willison from Our Blooming Catholic Life, and I just got back from this great walk with my dog, and then I got out my tiny little leaf blower and cleared off the driveway and sidewalk in no time, and I had this great little vision that I wanted to share with you. It kind of brings together a couple of different parables or events. So this is what happened. We were walking along, and all of a sudden, oh wait, let me set the stage. It's rained solid for a couple days, and then yesterday was pretty warm and sunny, and today is sunny and very warm, like 75. Not hot, but definitely warm. And so things are drying out from the rains, and it's kind of neat to see what's going on. The leaves are all a very beautiful color from the wet summer we had and all. And as I'm walking along looking at the trees, you can see way high up in this pine tree this little fluff moving, and suddenly in the breeze it blew forth, and I realized that it's an old dandelion seed that gotten caught up in the tree. And it just really made me think of the parable of the seed and the sower, where sometimes it lands on rocky ground and it can't grow, and sometimes it lands on ground with all those weeds and can't grow, and sometimes it lands on fertile prepared soil and it grows and flourishes, right? And I was just thinking about how that little seed never even made it to the ground. It got caught up in the pine tree, and it couldn't grow in a pine tree. They can't grow in a pine tree. But when the moment was right for it, when the moment was right and the sun had dried it, the wind picked it up and carried it into the freshly prepared lawn, because it's fall, and that neighbor he aerates his lawn, he fertilizes it, he does all that. And so now is the moment, and the seed is falling into that prepared lawn. And if you're going to be that person who points out, well, a dandelion is a weed, we can go at this at different angles, right? If you're going to point out that dandelion is a weed, I'd say, yeah, okay. So let's look at that example then. If the dandelion is truly a weed, that can definitely happen. A lot of times, if you get very involved in church and you're doing a lot of really hardcore Bible studies, that the devil is going to use that as an opportunity to attack you. Spiritual warfare, right? And it's going to need a lot of discernment and prayer to get out of that. It's like if you send a toddler out to a garden, right? A beautiful garden. It's got blooms in it, and it's got all these great vegetables growing, right? And that toddler is just going to go pick everything. It doesn't care if the time is ripe. It doesn't care if it's a weed. The toddler does not care if it's a flower. They're just ripping everything out. They get into it. And we can be a bit like that. Even so, sometimes when something lands on the fertile ground and you're not sure, is it a weed or not? And you discern it. One of our young friends had done that. If you remember Bridget, she had planted some basil seeds a while back, and there was something looking not quite right growing in it. And so she let it go for just a little bit of a while, and then she could do tests to see what it was. She checked the stem, she checked the leaf, she tried the smell of it, and it turned out to just be another variety of basil growing in the pot. So she took her time and studied and discerned and found out, she also called an expert. She called in myself, and I think she called in the app that she uses to identify plants. And so she used all that knowledge and learned that that's just another type of basil, and that it's really great. And so anytime we see something happening in our life and we're not sure, absolutely, do more Bible study, do more prayer, consult a priest or a religious, seek out a spiritual director, and see what you can learn. Now, a lot of people are then going to say, what? Dandelions are helping us save bees. Exactly. That falls into your discernment process, whether or not you want to let that seed grow or not. Is it a weed? Is it not a weed? It's not always for us common people to know right off the bat, and things are never as easy as they seem. So pull out that Bible, call up that spiritual director, right? Go to confession, figure it out. But now is the time. So many of us at home have been doing so many great virtual Bible studies, or reading Bible on our own because we have all this time, right? And we've been doing so many great works and praying so much more that the ground is fertile right now. So things could be happening. And I'm very excited for this upcoming Christmas season and to see what blooms and bears fruit for us. this upcoming Christmas. I don't know about you friends, but I am definitely excited for it. So get out there, prepare that soil, and pray for the Holy Spirit. God bless you, friends. Bye.